Rolls-Royce, one of the most luxurious cars in the world, is a symbol of wealth and power. But did you know that the man who invented this iconic car was once a poor boy who had to work hard to make ends meet? If not, then you've come to the right place. So, let's move forward and jump to the video. An English engineer by the name of Sir Frederick Henry Royce, first Baronet, became well known for creating dependable and durable vehicle and airplane engines. He founded Rolls-Royce alongside Charles Rolls and Claude Johnson. The Silver Ghost and its predecessors, huge 40 to 50 horsepower motor vehicles, were Rolls' primary Royce's focus. Soon after the First World War broke out, Royce created his first aero engine, and aviation engines soon became the company's main offering. When Royce's health declined in 1911, he was persuaded to leave his factory in Derby, located in the Midlands, and move to the south of England with a group of designers, spending the winters in the south of France. In the spring of 1933, he passed away at his Sussex residence. James and Mary Royce gave birth to Royce in 1863 at Alwalton, Huntingdonshire, not far from Peterborough. The youngest of their 5 kids, he was. The family relocated to London when his father's flour mill, which he had leased from the ecclesiastical commissioners, went out of business. After just 1 year of formal schooling, Royce had to leave home after his father passed away in 1872 and start working selling newspapers and delivering telegrams. With financial assistance from an aunt, he began an apprenticeship with the Great Northern Railway Company in 1878 at its Peterborough plant. The funds were depleted after 3 years. He spent a brief period of time working for a Leeds tool manufacturing company before returning to London and joining the Electric Light and Power Corporation. In 1882, he relocated to their Liverpool office where he worked on theatre and street lighting. He founded F.H. Royce and Company in 1884 with £20 in savings, £50 from a friend named Ernest Claremont, and a workshop in Cook Street, Holme, Manchester. The company produced residential electric fittings. They began producing electric cranes and dynamos in 1894, the same year that F.H. Royce and Company was set up as a limited liability company. The business was re-registered as Royce Limited in 1899, and a new facility was established in Trafford Park, Manchester. As trade fell off after the Second Boer War and German and American cranes and dynamos entered the market, Royce started to think about the automobile as a potential new offering for the business. With his enthusiasm for all things mechanical, he grew more and more interested in automobiles, first purchasing a little de Dion in 1901 and then a 1901 model 2-cylinder Decubal in 1902 or 1903. This did not match his high standards, so he first made it better before deciding to create his own car, which he did in a workshop corner in 1904. There were constructed 2 more automobiles were constructed. One of the 3, known as Royce's and powered by 2-cylinder engines, was handed to Ernest Claremont, while the other was sold to Henry Edmunds, another director. The famous encounter between Rolls and Royce took place at the Midland Hotel in Manchester on May 4, 1904. Edmunds, a friend of Charles Rolls who had a car store in London selling imported models, showed Rolls his vehicle and helped set up the meeting. Rolls was impressed by the 2-cylinder Royce 10 despite the fact that he preferred 3- or 4-cylinder vehicles, and in a subsequent agreement dated December 23, 1904, committed to accept all the vehicles Royce could produce. They would have 2, 3, 4, and 6 cylinders, badged as Rolls-Royce. The Rolls-Royce 10 horsepower, the company's first automobile, was debuted in December 1904 at the Paris Salon. By establishing Rolls-Royce Limited in 1906, Rolls and Royce formally established their collaboration. Royce was designated Chief Engineer and Works Director, earning £1,250 annually plus 4% of the company's profits over $10,000. As a result, Royce offered the technical know-how to go along with Rolls' financial support and business acumen. The business was recognized in 1907 for the engineering dependability of its automobiles. The first airplane engine created by Rolls-Royce Limited was the Rolls-Royce Eagle. It was developed in 1915 to fulfill the demands of the British military in the First World War, and it ended up being one of just 2 Allied aero engines that were neither a production failure nor a technical failure. Royce and Company continued to manufacture cranes as a separate company until Herbert Morris of Loughborough purchased it in 1932. In 1964, the final crane created by Royce was constructed. When Rolls died in a Wright Flyer crash in 1910, the relationship came to an end. Royce was known for never eating properly and for always putting in a lot of work, which led to his falling ill in 1902 and then again in 1911. He had to leave Derby in 1912 due to poor health. The doctors gave him only a few months to live the same year after a major procedure in London. Despite this, he went back to work but was unable to see the factory, which had relocated to larger facilities in Derby in 1908 and had been outfitted according to precise plans by Royce. Engineers and draftsmen had to bring the drawings to him for a personal inspection because he insisted on verifying all new designs, which was a daunting task given his well-known perfectionism. He had 2 homes constructed, a villa in Le Canadel, South France, and another house in Crowborough, East Sussex. Royce relocated to the West Wittering village in West Sussex in 1917. He started designing the R engine in October 1928 while strolling around West Wittering's beach with a few of his top engineers and scribbling ideas in the sand. Less than a year later, the R engine, created in his studio in the hamlet, broke the previous world record for airspeed by traveling at 357.7 miles per hour and winning the 1929 Schneider Trophy. In 1931, the Ramsay MacDonald government decided not to fund the subsequent attempt. Lucy Lady Houston felt that Britain should not be excluded from this competition and sent a telegram to the Prime Minister stating that she would guarantee £100,000 if necessary towards the cost, which caused the government to change their initial decision. As a result, Royce discovered that the R could be modified to provide additional power, and the Supermarine S-6B seaplane won the trophy on September 13 at 340.08 miles per hour. Later that month, on September 29, the same aircraft flew at 407.5 miles per hour, breaking the world speed record and becoming the first craft to travel at speeds of more than 400 miles per hour. This flight was made possible by an improved engine. We hope you enjoyed learning about the incredible story of Henry Royce, the poor boy who invented the most luxurious car in the world, the Rolls-Royce. Remember to follow your passion and never give up on your dreams, just like Henry Royce did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching.